10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Let's do this thing. Greetings, good afternoon. How the hell are you? Welcome into Beyond Ringside Live on this 29th day of October. Going 20 minutes after the top of the hour, 10 minutes before the bottom. Guess what? The math is working today. And amazingly enough, the calendar is having a flashback in it of itself. And I'm sure Shane will say something about that in just a second. Welcome into Beyond Ringside Live from Studio One. Yours truly, Fast Eddie Layne, being joined by tag team partner, the trivia master, the promoter, the incomparable Shane Noles.
Happy Halloween Eve, everybody. And Eddie and I have been begging for 6 consecutive weeks, I believe, for fall. We got all of 8 days, early winter.
I know it. I know it. I go outside this morning, it's like, did I walk into another line of the multiverse or what?
I mean, I'm concerned about people trick-or-treating and their parties because the forecasted low is 38 degrees Friday night here. It's been a long, I won't say hot minute, a long minute since it was that cold on Halloween night here in these parts.
Dude, I'm happy. I'm going to have those flashbacks because football and marching band, yes, I went both sides of the spectrum. Been on the spectrum for years. Lo and behold, you come down to it, and halfway through October, the temperature started to dip. By the time we got to Halloween, you normally wore a jacket over the costume until you got to the party. Mm-hmm. Same thing with football. Guess what? We're wearing capes and all bands wearing capes and everything else. And when the time came around, here we go. Throw the cape, throw the jacket, and get out there on the field. Whatever you got, let it go. It's go time. Ding, ding. There's the bell. Thank you to everybody tuning in this afternoon, whether it be through BeyondRingside.com, ProWrestlingRadio.net, TuneIn Mobile, Streama, and Radio.net. We're starting to approach that phase where there's more ways to listen than I can actually pop into one coherent sentence. But for those who know me, that coherent sentence word count, I almost said number. Son of a bitch. It's going to be one of those days. First off, Shane, hope things are well on your side of the board.
Oh, they're doing well. Hope you are as well. Hope all of our listeners are as well. It is a busy time tonight and tomorrow, and I'll just go ahead and say it, the annual Trick or Trivia edition of Useless Trivia makes it stop in both locations on Wednesday and Thursday evening. Dual costume contest. Look forward to that.
Sounds like a good time, but ready to be had by all. I got the same situation. Thursday, Black Creek Tavern going to do an early karaoke, putting the regular out-of-the-box categories on hold for momentary purposes. Of course, come out, sing, play. Your karaoke night starts at 7 o'clock p.m. This Friday night, join me at Van's Music Hall in Leeds, Alabama. Doors open at 6. We are going to have the musical group Paris as part of the Halloween night festivities. Yeah, excellent band. Worked with them earlier this year. They are good. Go from there. Saturday, I will be DJing a private party and looking forward to every minute of the weekend as it comes. Surprises on the horizon, new adventures or new chapters to the adventure coming up in the very near future. I'll keep that in place. Want to kick this thing off? Go ahead.
My apologies. I want to hit you with something unscripted, unplanned. We didn't talk about this in the green room or pre-show prep, but with Halloween coming up, being on Friday, I just wanted to ask, as you and I delve a lot into music, there is no particular wrong answer here. Give me your top 5 definitive Halloween tunes that you think should be a part of everyone's Halloween playlist.
Classics for spooky or any other variation thereof. Of course, Monster Mash, John Carpenter, the Halloween motion picture soundtrack, Time Warp, Rocky Horror Picture Show, and let me get back to you on the last one, but I got a feeling it's going to be Oogie Boogie song from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I wouldn't say top 5, but those are the first 5 that popped into my head.
Sure, I wanted to do it just off the cuff there, and I would echo that. Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers, Monster Mash, the definitive tune. Also got to show some love. I noticed yesterday the 40-year anniversary of Oingo Boingo releasing
Yes.
Dead Man's Party.
Yes.
Which is kind of the Halloween anthem, especially at Trick or Trivia. That's the final song that always plays. Michael Jackson's Thriller, I think, belongs in that, just for the Vincent Price rap as well. I'm partial to Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. I'm partial to a lot of Warren Zevon. I'm with you on the Time Warp from Rocky Horror, but if I had to go top 5 with Thriller, Dead Man's Party, Werewolves of London, Monster Mash, it's always got a soft spot in my heart. I'm going to throw in the 70s rocker Dave Edmunds with The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yep, I'll go with that one as well. Another one that just hit my mind a minute ago, just as I said that fifth one, Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's back, the man behind the mask from the Friday the 13th franchise. Love that one, too.
I also thought about one, and this one's dedicated to a friend that has left us, to Francisco Chiazzo. I can't sleep, the clowns will eat me. See, this is the problem, because Halloween likes to incorporate a whole bunch of clowns. And Frankie did not like clowns in the damn least. Speaking of friends, I want to go ahead and do this real quick. Ted Guinness out this afternoon. He is on the road. Was originally, for those who, I was not able to do this past Sunday due to an extenuating circumstance. Everybody knows I run Full Range Entertainment, that I DJ weddings and various other things when I have the opportunity and the privilege of doing so. A couple for whom that I'm getting ready to work their wedding asked me if I could meet them and do a walkthrough of the venue, and I had to say yes. And that's what happened with this past Sunday's broadcast. It was actually supposed to be the return of an old friend, the Machine, or originally known as Big Daddy Guff Grayson. Unfortunately, not able to get everything together this past Sunday. Like I said, duty called and I had to respond. So from that vantage point, this coming Sunday, we're going to put everything together, get it back, and do it all over again. 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, 4 on the West Coast. We'll be probably, if things work out, live from the Beer Hog, and I may have another special surprise coming out on this coming. The origins continue, I'll put it that way. This Sunday, 6 p.m. Beyond Ringside Live. Looking forward to it. I got to lead with this. And for the record, I hate myself that I forgot Dead Man's Party.
Okay.
That's one that I always play. The letdown of the week, which I normally don't like to start in this capacity, but I will. Everybody, message boards, comment section, social media, had been making reference to the footsteps or the shoes teasers that WWE put out there. It's like the majority of people going, ooh, who's coming back? Is it Edge? Is it Jericho? Is it somebody else? Is Lesnar about to pop up? Da-da-da-da-da. And everybody had that speculation running wild. And then lo and behold, it was simply a setup for a WrestleMania promo. On one side, I give them credit for trying to continue to drum up awareness. But on the other side of that coin, hi there, I find it to be a complete waste of our time and speculation for them to do something like this early before it's officially WrestleMania season. You just wasted a beautiful promo pre-holiday season. I'm hoping on the fact that you're banking that people are going to forget this when the first of the year rolls around, that it'll be a distant memory. It's on the internet, and the internet is forever. So TKO, guess what? With all of the disappointment that I saw on all platforms after this, I got a bad feeling that the IWC is going to start turning away from TKO. Trust me, wrestling fans do not like to be played, so to speak. If you're going to put something out there and all it is just a commercial, feel bad for you on that one. Should have waited till the Super Bowl. That's all I can say on that. Actually, that's a lie. I can say a megaton more, but I'm going to stop for right now. Shane, your thoughts on that? The footsteps turn into a commercial.
I'm with you. I had started following this once I saw the initial one. I said, okay, just like you, I thought this has to be something. I started thinking in the vein of Chris Jericho, that we had brought up his contract situation, a possibility a few weeks ago on this very program. I don't think WrestleMania of all events needs any teasers or extra hype. Lord knows we already know about it. We're going to know about it as it gets closer. And I'm like you, they kind of pulled the rug out from under next time they try to go down this route to do something like that. If it might be a return or a debut, is the IWC and the fans going to say, nah, it's just a commercial for the Royal Rumble? You know, the old bait and switch deal. I just, that's odd. And you mentioned a very good thing here about TKO that, you know, we talked about the ticket prices under WWE with Vince McMahon wanting to make it affordable for families, TKO not going in that route. But I just wonder, is the product that hot right now to justify the ticket prices they're doing? And on top of that, when you pull something like this that we're alluding to, it leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths in a hurry, and it can destroy a lot of goodwill. We know wrestling is cyclical. Things go up and down. My goodness, by January, they might be red hot, nuclear on fire again. But for right now, that's not good.
No, not good in the least, and I hate it when that happens too. Sorry, I was trying to do some adjustments on the microphone. I was getting background noise that I shouldn't have been getting. And for those who are tired of those ticket prices, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one out real quick. And Shane, I don't know if I sent you the link or not. If I did not, believe me, I apologize. MLW, Symphony of Horrors, took place this past weekend. I had a chance to watch it. Excellent outing. There were some hitch points here and there. Guess what? That happens with every show. There is no perfect live event. But I'm going to sit back and say, I would have paid to see this event. I would have paid to go see this in person. I have no problem saying that whatso ever. So from that vantage point, they are getting things together now for their next outing. Matches are being announced. And this one is going to be on Thursday, November the 20th in Charleston, South Carolina. And somehow or another, I just, for giggles, am going to find a way to get a hold of a bottle of Don Gato tequila. They have to. And that clear one's looking real good. Oh, and by the way, for the record, going back to the live event this past weekend from MLW, one of the, I won't say majors, but and please take this in the spirit intended, I herewith question the technique that Shotzi Blackheart used in drinking and shooting the tequila straight from the bottle. Based on that right there, I herewith, right now, challenge Shotzi Blackheart to a tequila drinking shoot-off. Shot for shot. We'll even use Don Gato. You're
challenging Shotzi to a shot contest.
Damn right. Roll cameras. This is going to be funny. Especially if I get hammered on tequila. You want me to do what? That 450 off the top turnbuckle? Sure, give me one more shot. We're off to the races. Call my insurance company and don't tell them. But, like I said, so many people, and I do believe, let's throw this one out here too. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now and not wait for Shameless, because there is a company that is doing a live event tomorrow. Yes, October 30th. It is going to be a free outing. Henry County Trunk or Treat, Trick, Treat, and Defeat. You've got a number of stars on this that you are going to recognize. Everyone from Brock Anderson, Billy Gunn, Harley Cameron, Darby's supposed to be there. I don't have the full lineup in front of me. I wish I did. I saw this the other day, and it's like, you know something? On a Thursday night, Henry County. Let me see if I can zoom in on this real quick. Because it is going to be at Echo Park Speedway, 1500 Terra Place in Hampton, Georgia. Bell, 6 p.m. Doors, 5 p.m. I'm assuming this is going to be an indoor event. But could be outdoor. Who the hell knows? And with the temperature shifts that are going on, it's probably going to be hot even without the sun in the sky. So people who are talking about, well, I'm getting tired of WWE. I'm getting tired of AEW. There's more stuff out there. Just look for it. I told you about 2 coming up. One's tomorrow. But, of course, NXT had their Halloween Havoc outing this past weekend. 3 new champions coming out of that event. NXT Women's Champion, Tatum, congratulations. Shane, you made the call, I do believe, when you said Dark State would take the titles back from the Hardys, correct?
That's correct.
You called that one, and Dark State did get the NXT Tag Team Championships back. The only one that I found semi-cringe was the Women's North American Championship match. For those who listen on a regular basis, like me, love me, hate me, don't care, I am not a fan of Blake Monroe. Boring is the only way that I can really put her. Legitimately, I'm sorry. And actually, I'm not sorry, but by the same token, the way that they did, and Blake did capture the NXT Women's North American Championship, took that one off of Zaria as she was defending on behalf of Sol Ruka. The Ricky Starks Trick Williams match, fun to watch. The entire show was good. I actually give it an A. And it's funny when NXT is putting out better products than the main roster, Shane.
Correct.
But it's just been one of those circumstances. And now WWE Saturday night's main event coming up this weekend. Amazingly enough, it is Wednesday right now, 2:36 p.m. Central, 12:36 on the West Coast. They've still only announced, to my knowledge, and have posted on their website, 4 matches on this card so far. Shane, your thoughts about that? A lack of instead of an embarrassment of riches.
I mean, how many matches do we think should be announced for big live events? I would always think at least 5.
Well,
give a smorgasbord there, a little variety.
Because you're going to end up having one more SNME before the end of the year, and then is that not supposed to be Cena's last show?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know at this point you've got both top-tier men's titles being defended, the SmackDown Women's top-tier title being defended, and the Intercontinental Championship. That storyline continues, where you've got Dominic Mysterio, who has held onto that belt by hook or by crook. I love it. I appreciate it. As well as still holding on to the AAA Mega Championship. He'll be defending in a 3-way dance against Rusev and Penta. So, lo and behold, I've got this feeling that match is going to steal the show. What say you, sir?
I'm sorry, what was that match?
The Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev versus Penta.
Oh, absolutely. Given a good 18 to 20 minutes.
I mean, they've done a good job on the rush to put together Cody Rhodes defending against Drew McIntyre. We'll do predictions a little bit later on in the show. Buzzing through the first 20, so to speak. And I've got so many questions about the CM Punk Jey Uso world title, where they're going to fill the vacancy of that world title. I think they could have done a little bit better, but by the same token, I'm good with the logic that they used with Adam Pearce coming out and saying Punk has earned his right to be in this match, and the winner of that battle royal gets their opportunity in this match as well. So in principle, we have 2 number 1 contenders. So just the way that things are shaking out with Jey Uso's character on camera right now leads a whole lot of questions to be asked. And I'm going to buzz this one directly to you.
Okay.
In your opinion, do you think that there are any odds on the table that could be put in place saying that Jey Uso will swerve everyone and join Heyman and the Vision just to be back beside Paul Heyman to give him somebody, basically a mouthpiece where he can stand back and take the heat and let Heyman do the talking?
I don't rule it out.
That was quick.
Sorry. Well, I'm sorry. He's accomplished more than I ever will. I'm just Uso'd out.
I would not be surprised if it happened, knowing the way WWE booking's been taking place right now. And I know we've got Survivor Series on the horizon, so even more question marks come up. But with Roman also having said, I don't want to see y'all again until Christmas, so to speak, it's almost a case of we're going to sit back and wonder, okay, where's Roman throughout all this? So right now, honestly, I would put it at a 50-50 opportunity, either that Jay turns heel or turns heel and joins Heyman in the Vision for a little while, and only to have them turn on him. So, of course, that would immediately take him right back to Yeet Fest babyface. But I've got an even better one that I think you're going to play with on this one, Shane, because I know you and I have both been a little bit irked about this. How bad was the late call by umpire Mark Wagner in Game 3 of the World Series against the Toronto Blue Jays?
Refresh me of that call.
That was where he waited 2.5 seconds before he called strike and then called the out, resulting in the player at first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not, you'll have to forgive me. As many know, Game 3 didn't end until 2:51 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. There were 37 runners stranded on base. And I know you asked me about the call, but the stats on that. See, I lost the call because when the game should have been over in the ninth inning, you had almost you did have another game played.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were tied at 5 in, say, regulation, and then nobody scored for about 2.5 hours was amazing. But that call, yes. I look forward to robocalls being implemented, or at least help assisted next year. Other things about Game 3 on that, 37 runners stranded. I think there were 9 different balls hit to the warning track or at the wall that could have ended the game. You saw each team get down to their last absolute reliever, to the point that Game 4's starter, and we're talking now on Wednesday, which Game 4 already took place last night, but Game 4 starter Shane Bieber for the Blue Jays was down in the bullpen. Yamamoto for the Dodgers, who had pitched a complete game in Game 2 on Saturday, was being consulted about going to warm up, talking about we may see position players put in here. And I root for the chaos, but one thing that struck me about that game altogether in Game 3, only the second game in World Series history to go 18 innings, Shohei Ohtani reached base 9 times in that game, and I want to slow that down for everyone. 9 times. He came up to bat 9 times he got on base. Goodness, 4 extra base hits in a World Series game. First guy to ever do that. I said we would run out of superlatives to describe Ohtani. We haven't yet. But the other one I love is that the Dodgers reliever, Klein, all year long since March, but most pitches he'd had in the game was 32. He went 70 in Game 3. They doubled the excess load of a reliever from all season. It was fantastic. It was crazy. I think it has changed the complete complexion of this series as everyone's bullpen is spent. But I predicted, I said, watch the Blue Jays come out and win Game 4. They did. We are knotted up at 2. I am not letting off my prediction of Blue Jays in 7.
I joined you on that, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I sent you a graphic that it was posted. I found over on, I believe, CBS Sports Instagram. It was. There have been 2 World Series games ever to go 18 innings. Brad Paisley sang the national anthem at both. Do you think he'll be welcome back for another one?
I think it'll be a hot minute before Brad Paisley sings the Star Spangled Banner before a World Series game, unless everyone is packed a lunch.
Pack a lunch, yeah. Because the last time he did it was 2018. Of course, this being 2025, 7-year difference. And I'm sitting back going, all right, will we see what happens by 2032 if we're all still here? Yeah, what was it? You said Ohtani reached base 9 times. 4 of those were intentional walks. I believe one was technically unintentional. And then he had the other three, and that just does wonders for anybody's OBP, on base percentage. Good grief.
Oh, he's now the first player in MLB history with 4 multi-home run games in a postseason.
Yeah. So who do we call Mr. October now?
I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a list that deserves all the attention in sports right now. It's Shohei Ohtani in baseball. It's Victor Wembanyama in NBA. Those are unicorns. That's it. That's the list that defy normal things of what we've seen before.
And you brought up the fact that Dodgers and Blue Jays combined to strand 37 runners on base, right?
Correct.
Did you I didn't hear if you actually said there were 19 pitchers utilized.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I knew each one had used 7 or 8 relievers. So
yeah, total of 9
starters.
9 pitchers for Toronto, 10 for LA. Those pitchers combined to throw 609 pitches.
I think my 2 favorite things from the broadcast, and Fox did a wonderful job, one, mentioning that when we got past 2:45 Eastern time, 6 more minutes to go in the game, it turned out to be, in Toronto land, our neighbors to the north, people were getting up to go to work. They're like, could you imagine you want to see the score and it's still going while you have your coffee and your donut or whatever you may have for breakfast? And 2, the announcers mentioned, you may want to change your walk-up song. And his partner said, why? I said, because if you've heard it 9 or 10 times, you've probably gotten tired of it.
And what is it? There was one other stat. I can't remember. It was Sports Illustrated that put out the stat. Freddie Freeman, the first player to ever hit multiple walk-off home runs in the World Series.
Oh, my goodness. And how he is not still an Atlanta Brave is a travesty. And I like Matt Olson, who has done a fine job as his replacement. Freddie Freeman should have stayed a Brave. And every time you see him do something with the Dodgers, I'm not a Braves fan, but a lot of people in my life are. I know that stings a little bit.
Just a wee bit. Tell you what, folks, we are going to go ahead and take that first one. Hang tight. We shall return. Give us about 5 on the live side, about a minute and a half on the replay. You're listening to Beyond Ringside Live, and this is the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.